I am Sinbad, the wanderer of seas. Come, sail with me through the 7 voyages, told in the timeless spirit of Eastern tales.
We arrived at a vast land covered with towering, dense trees, so tall that no one could climb them. The place was teeming with monkeys. As soon as they saw us, the monkeys scrambled up the trees to escape. The people with me began pulling pebbles from their sacks and hurling them at the monkeys. In response, the monkeys plucked fruits from the trees and threw them back at us. Compass the tale of Sinbad's 5th voyage. After returning from my 4th journey, I soon forgot the hardships I had endured. The call of the sea stirred within me once more. With high ambition and valuable goods fit for maritime trade, I packed my belongings and traveled from Baghdad to Basra. There, I purchased a grand and spacious ship. Yes, by this time, Sinbad had truly prospered, wealthy enough to own a vessel of his own. I hired a captain, servants, and crew. A number of merchants rented space aboard my ship and loaded their goods. With joy and excitement, we set sail once again, journeying from island to island, sea to sea. We explored cities and islands, trading and bartering wherever we went. But one day, the sea turned against us. A fierce storm arose, and opposing winds blew violently. Towering waves crashed against the hull of our ship, shattering it to pieces. Everything aboard was lost to the guts. Just as in my previous tales, God sent a plank from the wreckage toward me. I climbed onto it, paddling with my feet, and the waves and wind guided me to a nearby island. Exhausted from the ordeal, I collapsed on the shore, nearly perishing from hunger and thirst. I slept for an hour on the beach, and when I regained some strength, I ventured into the island. It was like a garden from paradise. Streams flowed gently, vibrant flowers bloomed, delicious fruits hung from trees, and melodious birds sang in the branches. I ate the fruits and drank from the springs until I was full. As I explored, I realized the island was completely uninhabited. Days passed in this manner, sustained by nature, waiting in hope that a ship might pass by and rescue me. I often wondered, would I ever leave this island? Would I survive? Would I see my friends and family again? Then one day, a ship appeared on the horizon. It anchored near the island, and its crew came ashore. When they saw me, they gathered around, asking about my condition. I told them my story. They took me aboard and we sailed together until we reached a tall city, its houses perched on heights overlooking the sea. The crew brought me into the city and introduced me to an old man who seemed to be their leader. I shared my tale with him. He asked if I had any skills or trade to offer in his city. Regretfully, I told him I had none. I was a merchant, once wealthy, with a ship of my own, but all had been lost to the sea. The old man listened and then handed me a cloth sack. "Walk through the city," he said, "and gather the small stones you find. Fill this sack. When it's full, I'll introduce you to a group of people who are leaving the city. Go with them and do as they do. Perhaps through this, you'll find profit again and be able to return to your homeland." He led me outside the city. I filled the sack with pebbles. Just then, a group of townspeople were heading out. The old man entrusted me to them, saying, "This man is a stranger. Take him with you and teach him your ways. Perhaps he too will gather wealth and return to his city." They agreed, and I joined them on yet another chapter of my journey. I noticed that the people I was traveling with carried sacks filled with pebbles. Gradually, we arrived at a vast land covered with towering, dense trees, so tall that no one could climb them. The place was teeming with monkeys. As soon as they saw us, the monkeys scrambled up the trees to escape. The people with me began pulling pebbles from their sacks and hurling them at the monkeys. In response, the monkeys plucked fruits from the trees and threw them back at us. That's when I realized what was going on. I stepped forward and examined the fruits being thrown. They were nutmegs. It all made sense now. I walked up to a tree swarming with monkeys and tossed pebbles at them. They retaliated by throwing nutmegs at me. I quickly gathered the nutmegs and filled my sack. Before I even ran out of pebbles, my sack was brimming with nutmegs. Once our sacks were full, we returned to the city that same day. I went to the old man who had introduced me to this group and handed him the nutmegs, thanking him profusely. He told me to sell as many as I could that day. Then he gave me a key and said, "This key opens a storage place. Keep the extra nutmegs there." I thanked him again and did exactly as he instructed. For a while, this became my trade. My friends and I would go out, throw pebbles, collect nutmegs, bring them back to the city, sell them, and store the extras. Whenever I saw a valuable item or good merchandise, I'd buy it with the earnings from the nutmegs. Life was good. People in the city began to recognize me. Then one day, while I was standing by the sea, a ship approached the island. Many merchants disembarked and began trading. I went to the old man and told him about the ship's arrival. I said I intended to board it and return to my homeland. He replied, "Do as you see fit." I bid him farewell, prayed for him, thanked him deeply, and went to the ship. I rented a section of the vessel from its owner and stored the goods I had purchased, along with some nutmegs, in that space. The ship set sail that very day. We traveled from island to island, trading alongside the merchants and earning good profits. Eventually, by the grace of God, I regained wealth that was twice what I had lost. The ship sailed day and night until we reached the city of Basra. I disembarked, stayed there for a few days, and then returned to Baghdad, to my neighborhood and my family. My friends and loved ones were overjoyed to see me and congratulated me on my safe return. And that, dear listener, was the strange tale of my 5th journey. If you come back tomorrow, I'll tell you the story of my 6th voyage. Once again, Sinbad the sailor gave 100 mithqals of red gold to Sinbad the porter and sent him home. Sinbad the porter returned to his house and spent the night in joy. The next day, he went back to Sinbad the sailor's home to hear the astonishing tale of the 6th journey. So, my friends, how are you enjoying the stories? Are they entertaining? Please leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my page so I can share even more tales with you. And so, dear listeners, the tale of Sinbad's 5th voyage reminds us of a timeless truth. Life will always bring storms, unexpected trials that toss us into uncertainty. Yet, survival alone is not enough. What truly matters is how we respond once the waves have calmed. Sinbad did not despair when he was cast upon a strange island. Instead, he opened his heart to new companions, learned from their ways, and discovered opportunity where others might have seen only hardship. The monkeys in the trees, the stones thrown upward, the coconuts falling down. This simple exchange teaches us that wisdom often lies in cooperation. Each being, whether man or beast, plays a role in the great circle of survival. By respecting the knowledge of others, by working together with patience and humility, wealth and prosperity can be found even in the most unlikely places. Sinbad's return home, enriched not only with goods but with experience, is a reminder that fortune favors those who endure with courage and adapt with grace. The storms of life are not punishments, but invitations to grow. And when we meet them with resilience, curiosity, and trust in the bonds we form along the way, we too may return from our journey stronger, wiser, and ready to share our treasures with the world.
Enjoy the journey, show your love with a like, and let the magic continue.